Jimmy Garoppolo just signed a 5-year deal worth $137.5 million. A 5-year deal, $137.5 million. This is the most a quarterback will ever make per year. It's fantastic. And this is no surprise. Every single quarterback deal, every time a big-time quarterback signs a contract, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Every team is one-upping the next. And Jimmy Garoppolo deserves it. I believe this. Last year, I heard people talk about how Derek Carr was the next Aaron Rodgers. No. Let me be very clear. The next Aaron Rodgers plays in San Francisco, not Oakland. Well, I guess Vegas now coming up soon, but Jimmy Garoppolo is the next Aaron Rodgers. Jimmy Garoppolo is incredible. I mean, the 49ers went from the worst offense in the entire NFL to suddenly add Jimmy Garoppolo, and suddenly they're better than most playoff teams. It's unbelievable. Jimmy Garoppolo is worth every penny. I really think Jimmy Garoppolo is comparable to Aaron Rodgers. The way Aaron Rodgers elevates the Packers, Jimmy Garoppolo does the exact same thing. And Jimmy Garoppolo is unbelievable. I'm a big fan of him. I think he's fantastic. It's a great signing for the 49ers. Now, I said last week, I hope he doesn't sign the biggest contract ever, but I can't blame him either. If I got offered a huge contract, I'm going to take it. And this is Jimmy Garoppolo's first real payday of his entire career. This is the first big contract he's ever signed. He deserves the money. He's well worth it. I will say, though, I don't know that I would. We'll talk about it. I don't know that I would have wanted him to sign the biggest contract of all time. I still believe that. For now, though, the 49ers have a ton of cap space, and they can absolutely afford to sign Jimmy Garoppolo to a huge deal. To sign Jimmy Garoppolo to the biggest deal of all time, you need a lot of cap space, and they still have a ton of cap space left. The average salary for Jimmy Garoppolo now is $27.5 million. Now in 2018, because of signing bonuses and other things, he will be a $37 million cap hit. He will cost $37 million against the salary cap. But the 49ers still have $62 or $63 million to spend in 2018. They're fine. Cap space is not a problem yet in San Francisco. But I want to point out Joe Flacco, Matthew Stafford, Derek Carr. I remember every time they signed, it was the biggest deal we've ever seen. And all of them missed the playoffs last year. This is not a problem anytime soon for the 49ers. But remember when Russell Wilson signed his huge contract? Well, now, years later, because of that contract, because there's so much money tied up, they're going to have a hard time retaining players and signing free agents. The more you play guys, the more you pay one person, the less you can pay others. So I'm just saying, I hope that when it comes time to sign other players in 3 or 4 years, when salary cap and cap room is a problem in San Francisco, I would hope Jimmy Garoppolo is willing to take a pay cut to sign new guys. There's a reason why Tom Brady's the 15th highest paid quarterback in the NFL. Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time. And yet he took a pay cut so he could play with better players. And I really hope Jimmy Garoppolo does it. It's not a problem anytime soon, but if it does become a problem, if cap space does become a problem down the road, I would really hope Jimmy Garoppolo has the self-awareness, the graciousness, and the desire to win enough to take a pay cut so you can sign more guys. Jimmy Garoppolo deserves the money. I hope that's clear. He's, I think, going to be the best quarterback in the NFL very soon. Like, very, very quickly. I think that will happen much more quickly than people even realize. I think he could even compete for a Super Bowl next year. Jimmy Garoppolo is incredible. But Tom Brady, the greatest of all time, is the 15th highest paid quarterback. Derek Carr missed the playoffs. Joe Flacco missed the playoffs. Matthew Stafford missed the playoffs. Who signed the 2 biggest contracts of all time this offseason? Matthew Stafford and Derek Carr. Cap space is not a problem yet, but it will be. So 49ers fans, just be aware. This contract's awesome. He deserves the money, absolutely. I just hope when the day comes that cap space becomes a problem, Jimmy Garoppolo is willing to restructure his deal. I would hope. It's a lot to ask. I hope he's willing to restructure his deal so the 49ers can sign star veterans, sign star free agents, and win more games down the road. But man, what a great move. I'm so excited for 49ers fans. Again, Jimmy Garoppolo is just like Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers puts the Packers on his back. The way Jimmy Garoppolo elevated the 49ers last season was unbelievable. I love Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm a big fan of his, and I can't wait to see what he does down the road in the future. Thank you so very much for watching this video. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, please share this with your friends. Tell your friends about Strong Opinion Sports. If you like this, help me grow by sharing the link with your friends. And if you really like Strong Opinion Sports, remember you can subscribe to Strong Opinion Sports on iTunes, on SoundCloud, and on YouTube. My name is Zach Schalmer. Have a great day, everybody.